It's a Saturday night. It's One TV. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Saturday Night Project.
Each Saturday, we invite Walter's biggest personalities from the world of music, sport, entertainment, politics. We invite them into our Bournemouth-side studio and we get to know them a little bit, don't we, Trudy?
We do, Paul. We sit down, we have a chat with them, we grill them, and a right old giggle.
Indeed. On tonight's show, we've got the intros round. We've got Trudy's profile, we've got the in-depth round, and, of course, Trudy's favourite, the epic intros round.
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, we have some amazing guests for you this evening. First up, we have Owen Bonnici, TV personality, presenter and general heartthrob. We also have the new kids on the block, the amazing musical band, the New Victorians.
It's going to be an awesome show, so stick around. But first, put your hands together and give a big, warm Maltese welcome to our first guest, Mr. Owen Bonnici. Hurrah! Owen, how are you doing? Good to see you. Please take a seat.
No, I don't.
No, you can sit here,
You can
close
sit
to us. Good evening, mate.
I will.
How are you today? How's your day been?
Fine. Good. It's Saturday, so it's the best day of the week.
Do you get Saturdays off?
Mostly,
Obviously
yes.
not this
Obviously,
Saturday.
yeah, apart from coming in here.
Mostly, yes. Evenings are off, yeah.
It's all right for some, isn't it?
Yeah,
we're in
thanks
here
ever so much.
every Saturday. Great to have you on the show. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for the invitation.
No problem. Really interested to hear about everything going on in your world, personal and media. But first up, we're going to put you through a little bit of an experience. It's called Trudy's Profile.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Are
Have you
ready?
seen this before?
I'm ready.
Okay, so what I've done is I've gone away and done some research on you and I put a profile together. Let me tell you first up, this was probably the hardest one I had to do.
You mean he doesn't have a Wikipedia page?
No, but unfortunately there's two.
I don't think I do.
And, well,
Maybe
your
there's a
namesake
dodgy
does.
fan out there
There's
making
two
one.
Owen Bonnicis.
Yep.
So I kept finding out all this gossip and going, no, that's the wrong Owen Bonnici, because there's a politician.
So I'll be scoring Trudy on her research skills, Owen. So if there's anything wrong, let us know immediately.
I'll just point up my finger.
Absolutely. No, shout out.
All right.
Oh,
okay.
thanks ever so much.
It's okay.
Okay, first up, I may have got this wrong because this was particularly difficult. 35-year-old Owen Bonnici.
Wrong.
Okay, fair enough.
It's 31.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I was
31.
really off with that.
Again.
Sorry.
31. I'm 31.
Again or again?
But very nice for your age. 31-year-old Owen Bonnici is one of the most recognised faces in entertainment in Malta. Owen's career started taking off in 2000 when he was working as an entertainer with a soon long-term partner to be, Sander, at Ranella Movie Park.
Yep.
Owen then moved on to TV with a popular children's TV show called Mini Bugs.
Those were the days.
Right, okay, coming back to that in just a minute. It was here that Owen met the team that then would become the entertainment phenomenon Zoo.
Yep.
The group then started together with the TV show called Zinners, and following the success of this, they took the concept forward as a theatre show. Zoo grew into a company, a business, TV, stand-up, sketches and stage shows with its iconic tone of comedy and covering topics from pop culture to politics. After a successful career with Zoo spanning 9 years, Owen decided in 2013 that it was time to create something new and fresh for himself.
Yep.
Owen looked to create a persona for himself that reflected his more serious side and a more adult-focused venture.
I was 30, so...
It was young then.
This is a pre-midlife crisis, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait a while, it gets much better. And One Night Stand was born. The show is an American late-night chat show with a twist. Not American, you don't speak American, but it's based on...
I speak Maltese.
Yes.
Or I try to.
Owen's guests are exclusively women in one-to-one conversation with a sumptuous set and even more sumptuous guests, from TV presenters and pop stars to ambassadors and businesswomen. Very nice. The show is described as adult only, airing on at 9:15 Tuesdays here on One.
15 minutes later.
I'm sorry, what?
15 minutes later.
15 minutes later, 9:30. I got something else wrong.
It's only two things
I'm
wrong.
doing
Don't
really,
worry,
really
don't worry.
well.
Counting.
You'd be so eager for the program to start that you sit down
wait
in front of your
15
TV
minutes.
at 9:15. You can sit down at 9:30.
Okay, fair enough. But don't miss the start. The show has a stunning lineup of guests. Viewers are loving it and loving this new and sensitive side to Owen Bonnici. How did I do? How did I do?
You did two wrong. Round of applause for Trudy.
Thank you very much.
Good. Well done.
Thank you.
Better every week.
Well done. I appreciate the effort.
You have no idea.
But you got the age wrong. How is that the other Owen Bonnici?
No, I tell you why, because actually nowhere on the internet could I find your age.
Very secretive.
So what I did is I worked out how old I thought you would have been when you started your career.
What? A calculator out all
guessed.
last night. You guessed right. Okay. Fantastic.
Total guess.
Little bit late.
I'm getting double thoughts about how old I look now. I think I look older.
Do you? I think I look younger than I look, but let's not go into that.
Listen, I started with 40 and worked down, so you're doing well.
Owen, how's your music knowledge?
My music knowledge, I leave that up to you.
Okay, so later on we've got
He's
the new
not on my
Victorians
team.
joining us, and I'm going to pitch you against them, and Trudy's going to join in as well. Maybe you could go on Owen's team. Does that make 2 and 2? No? Okay.
He doesn't sound very convinced
No,
about music.
go on the winning team.
It's not fair at all, putting me against a musician.
I'll be scoring you. So
Oh, that's true.
You know, so you better get ready. But listen, talking about One Night Stand.
Yep.
As Trudy said in the profile, a very different concept from Zoo. We'll go into that a little bit more later, but what I thought we'd do is look at your show reel for the programme and talk about what the show's about. So, Owen Bonnici, One Night Stand on One. When is it?
Every Tuesday at 9:30.
Tuesday at 9:30. Let's play the video.
Malta sabiħa ħafna. Grazzi tal-istedina.
High five for
I don't know about my accent.
Nsellimlek, Eċċellenza.
U allura biex jiċċajtaw iġdu li saqajja kienu qegħdin jgħidu li waqt il-parata nispiċċan għandna lis-soldati flok nimxi u.
Allora sono entrata in questo albergo dove c'erano i chiamati tutti loro. Mi hanno chiesto, ma domani a che ora possiamo cominciare?
Signori, għalikom, Morena. Morena, sena wara da kollu, Mejju 2009.
Kont wasalt fi xifer biex nitlef ħajti. Ġo fik tħoss li inti qed tasal fit-tmiem. Kien żmien ikraħ. Minn ħaj għall-low.
Awesome. So, Owen, you get huge guests on the show, international guests coming into One Night Stand.
We get both locals, and I think that's the mix. Because what we try to do is we try to get international stars and local stars. But then we also get like the normal female which has done something to achieve something, or the way she looks at life, or the way she managed to come out of a particular situation.
Right.
It's quite challenging or quite impressive. And we'll still get her on the show, and she still manages to give her experience to the viewers in a really, really positive way.
Fantastic.
Owen, have you any idea how jealous Paul is of your show?
I just like the concept of women only. You know, I tried to persuade Trudy to do this, but no chance.
Those were my initial thoughts, but sometimes having females only, because even backstage, it's strictly women. Makeup artists, hairdressers, assistants are all female.
How
Sometimes
fantastic.
it tends to create some problems.
I bet.
Yeah.
Bit of friction backstage.
Yes.
All the way. Actually, I've changed my mind. Who's the best guest you've had? Like, who's been your favourite, most fun? Let's
Well,
say
it
that.
depends. Me personally, I prefer to interview the normal people who have done something extraordinary, but then the people out there also enjoy hearing popular people giving out their gossip, or the way how they managed to come up with their wedding, or so it depends practically on the person.
Because there's always that sort of joy of looking into somebody else's life, particularly if they're in the public eye, which is exactly what we're doing right now.
Exactly. And on that note, we're going to get in depth with you, Owen, in the in-depth round.
Are you
Trudy,
ready for this?
Are you ready?
All right.
I like the way you're scratching your head there. Listen, of course I've got to touch on this. You had 9 years with Zoo. You've gone from working in a team and in a quite a very close team and that environment to doing something on your own. Was it exciting? Was it a little bit frightening? Did you just feel now is the time?
No, I mean, at first it was really hard, because even on the simple things, when you're working as a team, you bounce off ideas all the time between each other, and you get feedback immediately. Once you're working on your own, you have to make decisions on your own. They might be good and they might be bad. It has got the positive side of it and it has got the negative side of it, as everything. But the fact that you don't have anyone to ask for an opinion, or you don't really have anyone to bounce an idea to, it makes it a little hard. Nowadays, I wouldn't change the situation, because now you start realizing that, I mean, those were 9 really good years, and I mean, we did really beautiful things together. But nowadays, I can more create and I can more mold my project the way I want it.
Of course, yeah.
Because I might be a little selfish speaking this way, but now I'm more enjoying the freedom that I have.
In the creativity, I guess.
Exactly.
But was it scary? Or was it just, right, this is it, I'm ready to go? I mean, it must have been a little bit scary at the beginning.
More than scary, it was hard.
Right.
And if I had to speak on the personal side, it was a little scary because as Zoo, I had a comfort zone.
Of course.
Both as income and both as the projects I was giving to people. I mean, things were working out. We were still selling out our performances. People out there still wanted to see our shows. So they were still doing well. Financially, I still had a very good income.
Sure.
I mean, the job was very secure. Then once I stepped out of the company, I had to start everything from scratch.
Of course, looking for sponsors and revenue.
Everything, even creating my own client base of sponsors.
Yes.
I mean, I used to phone in people, and even when I used to phone in companies to get them on board of the show, I never used to tell them Owen of Zoo.
Right, so you went
Just Owen Bonnici.
Oh, wow.
separate brand.
Exactly. I never used to mention where my background, where I came from. Then what I did is I created a banner at the bottom of the email with my photo, so that once I send it, people would realize.
When you made the move from Zoo to going solo, I can understand what you're saying about having that comfort zone. Trudy and I work together on the TV and radio, and occasionally when we're working away, someone's on holiday, you have to gauge the reaction to what you're doing by yourself, don't you?
Exactly.
Or if someone's behind the camera, if they laugh, you can say, OK, that worked. Much more difficult. For you, moving from a collective of people to a solo project, and then coming up with the concept One Night Stand, where did that come from? How did you, what process did you go through to say, this is what I want to do?
Basically, One Night Stand reflects a lot what me personally I was going through.
Sure.
I was, well,
Going
for
through a
Zoo,
one-night stand.
what happened is
It's
that
before 9 o'clock.
with all this work which I have, I'm not having any more real one-night stands. But anyway,
disaster.
let's just put that aside. No, joking apart.
We're coming back to that later. Thank you very much.
Joking apart. Zoo were really good 9 years. We used to perform, I used to put on costumes, perform as different characters.
Lots of fun.
Loads of fun, but I used to feel right doing that. I used to feel comfortable wearing costumes when I was 20, 23, 24. Towards the 30s, some things you don't feel right doing.
You don't want to be silly, I guess, or whatever it might be.
Because your persona is so different. For One Night Stand, I've watched One Night Stand and I've seen Zoo, and they're so totally different. Do people still expect you to be the same?
True.
Do they pick up and say, oh, where's the gags coming?
True.
Because you can't obviously do that on the show that you have.
And then towards my 30s, I was finding very interesting and very intriguing hearing other people's stories. Meeting other people, and they speak to me, for instance, about how they lead their business or how they changed their life after a particular experience. And I was getting really intrigued about these things. And then I was just thinking on my own and telling myself, I thought if I find this kind of speeches and these kind of stories interesting, most probably people out there
We'll share that and also find them interesting.
Exactly, but there were loads of one-to-ones shows on air at that time, so I said, I have to give the viewers something different. I have to give the viewers something interesting.
And there was that whole heartache about making it exclusively women.
Then I made it exclusively women. You know why?
Well, how can I make that original? I know, I'll just have women.
You know why I made it just women? Because me as a male Maltese televiewer, if I don't like football or sports, which I'm not really into football and I'm not really into sports, there weren't much options on television.
For sure.
Most television programs were very female-oriented. Even the conversations, even the kind of guests they had on the show were more female-oriented. So I said I might as well need to create something which attracts both female and male viewers.
Of course.
Awesome.
And women still enjoy hearing other female speakers.
Of course, yeah.
if they're good looking, they want to hear what they're gonna say, so they pick on them on the first mistake they do. You see, she's good looking, but she doesn't know how to speak. You see, she doesn't know how to sing. And if they're not that good looking, but they have a really, really good story, they feel proud that a woman did that achievement.
Absolutely.
And they'll go, she did really well, you see.
Owen, we're running out of time. We've got to bring on new Victorians very shortly, but quickly, who's the hardest guest you've had to interview? Has anyone who you found real trouble trying to get them to give you the information and the stories you wanted?
He hasn't had me on the show.
Exactly. Don't.
What I do is I meet all the guests before. I meet them, we go out either for lunch or to have a drink. And
this is some kind of dating scam.
I want to go on the show.
But the thing, you manage to create a real good bond, and you manage to get really friendly with the person. And I tell all the guests, I tell them, listen, if you don't feel comfortable speaking about a particular thing or a particular instinct, don't speak to me during this meeting about it, because then I'm going to bring it up during our conversation on the show. So the fact that all women know what they're going to speak about, I think it puts them more at ease. What I found difficult from my end is when I have Italian-speaking guests, because I get guests from
Italy. As we saw in the promo.
And my Italian is not that good. I think in Maltese, then I translate in English, and then from English I have to translate in Italian up here while I'm interviewing them. So it gets to get difficult. And another difficult guest, which I found, not because she's difficult, but because of the protocol, was the Maltese president. Because there's a protocol of how you do things with the president, and I wasn't familiar at all with that.
We've had that with the Prime Minister before as well.
Yes.
So,
listen, we're having a great time talking to you. Don't go anywhere. We're just going to...
Stay.
We're just going to take a very quick break, and we're going to come back. So, ladies and gentlemen, stick around. We'll be coming right back in a second with the new Victorians.
Makeup Factory, high-end makeup.
Jew nista' nkun naf kemm domt.
Mistek ċempilt li.
Jekk m'għandix flus fil-mobile.
Jien ma nafx indejjem bla flus. Ħanilek x'nagħmlu. Inżel mill-karozza. Ħanieħdok post fejn gawdi int u ngawdi jiena.
ħeġġeġ lil ħaddieħor sabiex jingħaqad ma' Red Touch Phone u tingħataw 10 euro fi kreditu kull wieħed. Kif ukoll tgawdu minn telefonati b'xejn lejn kull linja Red Touch. Żur il-ħanut tagħna fil-ħamru. Keep in touch with Red Touch Phone.
To part 2 of the Saturday Night Project, and we're now with the new Victorians. Hey! Guys, how are you?
Very good.
Nice to see you. I won't reach over and shake your hand because we're all relaxed and sitting now. Welcome to my studio. What?
You could blow kisses.
I'm chilling out. Welcome to our studio. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
How has your day been? What have you been up to today?
Sean?
Good. Relaxed morning after a hectic week.
Sean, it's our first time we've met. Bettina,
Yeah.
we've met
Yes.
previously on the previous season of this show, so lovely to have
And
you
the
back.
radio as well.
And the radio, of course,
You're a
yes.
regular favourite.
Feeling at home.
We've got loads to discuss with you and find out. Plus, as you may have heard, I'm going to be testing your music knowledge later. You're against Owen. He claims to not know anything. So, good luck to you guys.
I like the way you say that they're against Owen and just completely eliminate
I don't know
me.
which side you want to be
I'm
on.
so rubbish at this.
Yeah, exactly. But as usual, we're going to start with Trudy's profile, and as usual, I'll be scoring her. So if there's anything wrong, let me know.
Thanks so much. You ready for this?
Ages,
Ready.
surnames.
Surname.
Ages. I think. The New Victorians, also known as the Vickies, consist of sisters Philippa, Bettina, Kurt, Sean, Ryan and Pete. The band is fronted by the sisters.
Objection.
Objection.
Pete has left us for a year to go study drums in Scotland, so we're happy for him, but
he's
we're
coming back,
missing him.
right?
Yeah, we hope so.
Right, so it's like a sabbatical.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
So,
say, and Pete.
and Pete.
Hello, Pete.
Pete.
The band is fronted by... oh, how sweet. The band is fronted by the sisters who live in the small Maltese village of Bidnia, who've made music together all their lives. Bettina, now I know I've gotten this wrong before and I can't remember, 21 or 2? Three? Oh, okay.
Two.
45. Has a classical musical background and started piano lessons at the age of 7. And by 12 began writing her very first songs. Bettina has read for a BA in music at the university. Philippa, 18, who can't be with us today.
19.
Oh,
19. She's got older since we last saw her.
Sorry, Philippa. Has been playing the... I like the way Owen's laughing his head off over there.
He's just sitting back and enjoying it.
Has been playing the guitar since she was 6 years old. At 13, Philippa started vocal training and has taken a number of stage roles, including Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz at the National Pantomime.
Yeah.
The girls forged a great musical relationship, combining their songwriting, vocal and instrumental skills to create the New Victorians. In December 2011, the duo competed in the International Alchemy Songwriting Competition in Arkansas, USA, where they were the youth division winners. How frightfully lovely. It was this success which then led them to write their own album and produce that here in Malta. The New Victorians are well known for various vocey covers and their own version of Queen's Somebody to Love. But summer 2014 saw the launch of their debut single and video, Dust Pile, along with some great live performances at venues such as the Wine Festivals, the Beer Festival, Rockestra, and more recently, Campus Fest. I like the way Bettina goes, yeah, you got that. How did I do?
Very good.
Fantastic. So was it one wrong? Just
wrong.
only one?
No, two H's, two A's.
Two wrong. Thanks, Alan. Keeping count. Can we have a round of applause for Trudy, please, just for doing so well?
So I managed to get all of your ages wrong.
Yes. Yeah.
You haven't even guessed his.
I didn't.
He's 31, apparently.
I'm going to go for 24.
Listen, guys.
Whoa!
You should say that. You shouldn't research.
First time ever.
I'm not going to research ever again. Exactly that. I'm just going to guess everything.
Exactly.
Just two questions from that, really. Sean, firstly, if Pete's not here, does that mean the band are without a drummer?
No, Pete's actually our percussionist.
Percussionist, okay.
He plays the toys, we call them.
Yeah, he has all the toys.
Like the shakers.
triangle.
Yeah.
So does that mean that
Yeah.
you're without that at the moment when you're gigging?
We are.
Right,
have
so
no
Our
triangle?
drummer had to put like tambourines on stands and try catch up with 101 things and pick up stuff halfway through.
And we have to
And we're
learn
working
his
on.
harmonies.
Yeah, you can try.
okay.
He's
Because
ready.
Pete is actually also a singer.
Yeah, he sings. We miss his singing. Actually.
We miss Pete has a very particular voice, though. It's
He can
really
sing.
He sings
hard.
when you're performing.
Yeah, we'll have full voices. So there'll be
On
Phil
the
and
album
I.
as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
And there'll be Sean and Pete. So Pete
Everyone in
can
the New
sing.
Victorians can sing.
Yeah, if you're playing with us, you're singing with us.
That's
So
a lot
next
of talent.
question then, Bettina, you started writing, you wrote your first song at 12 years, was it, Trudy? I can't
It
remember.
wasn't very good, but
What was
it was
it?
the first song.
What was it about?
I don't even know. I used to be really dramatic, like write everything I'm feeling on these papers, hide them under my bed, and then like run down to the basement to the piano in the dark, and like, so everything was really hidden. But it was mostly for my friends, and if like, I don't know, teenage girls, everyone's like depressed, and it was like.
Were you a bit of an emo?
I wasn't, but my friends were, and I was like, what are you doing? So I would write these emo songs for them, and be like, no, be happy. But hey.
Fantastic. Last time you were on the show representing the New Victorians, on our last season, we only had a 30-second clip of your video Dust Pile because it was about a week before it was released, right? We've got the full thing this time.
exciting.
So let's do that. The New Victorians and Dust Pile for you on the Saturday Night Project.
Sleeping but not quite the beauty, spinning just not on a spindle. Wish refreshing though it looks like a starless night. It's past 12 and still no charming pumpkin slipper. The cat keeps jumping in and out of my dust pile. The cat keeps jumping in and out of my dust pile. And it's making a mess, it's making a mess, it's making a mess. Running but not quite roadrunner, sweeping just not yet swept away. Fighting though it feels like a princeless fight. It's past 12 and still no charming pumpkin slipper. The cat keeps jumping in and out of my dust pile. The cat keeps jumping in and out of my dust pile. And it's making a mess, it's making a mess, it's making a mess. The mouth will scream when the toe is stepped on. The mouth will scream when the toe is stepped on. The mouth will scream when the toe is stepped on. The mouth will scream when the toe is stepped on. Can we hear you scream? The cat keeps jumping in and out of my dust pile. The cat keeps jumping in and out of my dust pile. And it's making a mess, it's making a mess, it's making a mess.
New Victorians and Dust Pile on the Saturday Night Project. Guys, when the cat does jump in and out of the dust pile, it does make a mess, doesn't it? What's that? I mean, where does that lyric come from?
Oh, it's quite deep. Sean was very
It's a deep
surprised.
one.
Because Sean was like, we're singing the cat song. I'm like,
Yeah.
Sean, there's a lot of
Because
depth.
I like get into the meaning of the
It's
lyrics
true,
like later on, you know.
But basically, like even the whole song, there are like these fairy tale words. It's like you're sleeping, but you're not quite a beauty, and it's like you start realizing the world isn't a fairy tale. There's a lot of good, but there's a lot of bad, and so you try to like keep your life together and do some good stuff. But then there's
And the cat
always like
keeps
the cat
jumping.
keeps jumping in and out and making a mess out of everything. But you need to like keep.
Nice.
Keep
Comparing
going.
life
Look
to
at
a dust pile. Never seen it done
grief.
before. Fantastic. We're going to get to know you a little bit more with the in-depth round. Are you ready?
Listen, before we get going, obviously Philippa is not with you this evening. Where is Philippa? How's she doing?
Phil is good, but she's in a theatre company with Teatro Manuel, so she's in TMYT, very committed, and they're preparing for Zigozaic.
They're
So
very
she's
busy.
Fantastic. Okay.
Good
She's
for her.
busy there.
And listen, I mean, that kind of leads on to the first question. You've had a really, really busy year. I know that you both work. How do you fit everything in?
I don't know, to be honest.
I
really don't.
We don't.
like after rehearsals, like, guys, I'm dying. I'm so tired.
You just have to be really good at multitasking.
Do you have to sleep less? Nathan Ferrugia, a guest we had on the show, says that he can fit everything in, he just sleeps less.
Sometimes. Well, I mean,
I'm
when
lucky.
I'm learning songs, I just like leave them running all the time. Like if
Oh,
I have a gig
fantastic.
on Saturday, I just download the playlist and I leave it running. So, because even if you're not listening to it, you're still taking it in. So like that's one way of doing it. But
Do you sleep with that as well, with the music?
No. But sometimes I dream of them if I'm like really worried about
Dreaming
it.
of dust piles and cats.
That's what's coming out of his ears.
So you had the new single this year. You've
Yes.
done all of these venues and played all these gigs. What has been the highlight? Because this, I'm guessing this, with this being your debut single, this is really the launch year for the new Victorians. So
Yes.
what's been the biggest thing that's happened?
I'd say BFest, we were opening for Lauren Akulina, and we released the video whilst we were at soundcheck for BFest. So we had someone at home uploading it. We had left like the whole post for him to post, and we were at a soundcheck. There was Lauren Akulina backstage, and she was like, "You guys are great," and we were like, "Oh, fantastic!"
All happening in one moment.
Yeah, and everyone's sending messages like, "Wow, pro set," and they were like, "Testing 1, 2," like.
So how did the gig go? Were you slightly distracted, or
no? It was really good actually. Like for once, we felt we could tell people like, "Go on YouTube. There's something to see."
Yeah,
finally.
sure, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Because before people were just like, "We're waiting for something to come out," and we had been telling people, "Wait, something's coming, something's coming." So
I think we were told that too, weren't we?
Yeah, we were only given
It was
30
a
seconds
relief.
of the video. Guys, Rockestra this year.
Yeah, that
so
was-
first time for you.
I'm sorry,
How did that go? What was the experience
There was no
like?
Sean, but it was really good. For us, we got to focus like on the singing. Usually it's keeping the band together and you're doing 101 things. So just singing with the amazing orchestra and all the people backstage, wow. It was
Something
really,
that
really
you've
beautiful.
aspired to do in your life, Rockestra, or was it a shock that you were invited, or?
We had sang with MPO Plays Queen, so that was a few months before, so that was like the dream of singing with the orchestra, but then that was at the MCC, a very formal thing.
Sure.
So then orchestra was just like, wow, massive crowd, people were amazing.
It's a fun gig, isn't it? Even
Wow.
just to be in the audience. Obviously, I haven't played Rockestra, but I've seen
We
it.
had a
It's
very chilled song, so we had this like very sad song, and we wanted to be like, yeah, but we couldn't.
No stage diving then.
No.
But you were also playing with some very, very well-known musicians as well.
Yeah.
What's the biggest bit of learning that you've had this year? What's the thing that's really kind of hit you and gone, okay, that's changing our path?
I just, like, even the musicians at Rockestra, and we spoke to them all personally, just to thank them for the effort they put into it to, like, make the music level of more to, like, even higher, so you can, like, aspire, I don't know, like, even just talking to Peter Borge and the guys, like, backstage, it was, like, you've sort of made the quality of Maltese music like even better, so it's like encouraging and inspiring to other people. So like thank you for the effort you put into it that no one sees, because we know it's there.
Of
So
course,
sure.
of course. When you, moving back to New Victorians and coming up with music, you've got your album out now, the single, as Trudy just mentioned. When you're writing your tracks, where does it start? Who does what? Is it just one person? Is it just you, Bettina?
She's the brain behind the operation.
oh, how lovely! That's
Her
a
and
lovely
Phil,
thing to
but-
say. Yeah,
Really?
we both write songs, Phil and I, and we'd bounce them off each other first, and then like we'd really criticize each other, being sisters, that's easy, and
Of
then
course.
show it to the guys, and then these guys come up with amazing stuff and arrangements.
We all
change.
write our own lines.
Yeah.
So it really is a collaboration, a proper band.
But
which
the
is always
foundation
good.
comes from the girls.
Like the idea would come, and they were like, guys, we have this, let's do something, and then everyone's
And then we
input.
develop it together.
Fantastic.
We'll talk a little
great.
bit later on as with all together, but I have got a question just before we go to the break. Now, you must be aware, Owen, because you've been in the public eye, for now 10 years, and you guys are just coming into that scene. Are you aware of that? Because Malta's very small, and everyone knows pretty much what everyone's doing. Do you ever accommodate for that? Because you guys have got that coming up. You're now getting recognised, I presume.
I have kids at school. Miss, you're famous.
I saw you on TV.
I mean, does it change the way that you...
I think it's something positive, first and foremost, because, I mean, your work is being appreciated. So once you start getting feedback from people, you're over the moon, like. And secondly, if I'm leaving home in a bad mood, or I don't feel like, or in a bit of a cracky mood, and I meet someone, I mean, you have to still greet and smile, so that helps you moving out.
But a
of that
question
mood.
that I keep coming aware of, does it change the way that you drive?
No, I don't think so. I
Okay.
still do
you
road
ever
rage.
find
To drive us the leader. I'd still have the window down, music loud. And
Exactly. I still shout if someone does something wrong.
That's what I wanna know.
You
That's
have a
what I
public
wanna know.
profile to maintain now, Owen, you know? Do you ever find on the flip side of what you just said, you go out, you're not feeling in a particularly social mood, someone's saying, oh, Owen, proset to program, and you go, I just want to go home and go to bed. How is that?
The worst is when you're out and people are having a couple of drinks. Then people sometimes tend to start being a bit
Right.
too...
Okay.
That's
There's
but
some-
then...
But it doesn't matter.
Listen, guys, we're going to carry on talking. Next up, in the next section, we have my favourite part, which is the intros round. I just warn you, I am really bad at that. But ladies and gentlemen, right now we're going to take another break. Stay tuned, because coming up is the intros round, the quickfire round, and a little bit more chat.
One day, two people, everlasting memories. Simply perfect. Manarinu Caterers, a wedding beyond expectations.
Win a €2,000 shopping spree thanks to Manarino.
Il-Facebook app nibqa' f'kuntatt ma' sħabi kif ukoll nilgħab xi logħba. It-tifori tini l-aċċess li nara l-emails u nuża bost applications oħra.
Jien għandi żewġ linji tal-mobiles, wieħed tax-xogħol u wieħed tiegħi personali. Peress li jieħu żewġ SIM cards, m'għandix għalfejn niġri b'żewġ mobiles.
Nara tiegħi nieħu ritratti, it-tifori għandu kamera 5 megapixel u għandu kolli front kamera li bija tistieħu selfies.
Però l-isbaħ ħaġa jgħid il-gigabyte T4 jiswa biss €99.
Akkwistaħ illum minħanut tar-touch phone ġewwa l-ħamru.
U tingħataw cover jew memory card b'xejn.
Tinsix, €99 biss u tingħata cover jew memory card b'xejn. Mingħand touch phone.
So, welcome back to part 3 of the Saturday Night Project with Owen Bonnici and the new Victorians. Very shortly, guys, we're going to play the intros round. And I'm thinking we should do boys versus girls. Are you guys okay with that?
I do agree. I do agree.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, you would agree. Yeah,
I was quite
and then afterwards we'll have a one-night stand. Yeah? We'll do that a little bit later on. But first up, we need to find out about you quickly in the quickfire round.
Okay, that's how it works. Quickfire questions for you. We're going to start with Owen. We're going to come back up this way, and then I'm going to randomly point at you. Are you ready? When you aren't well, no, you're not gigging. When you aren't gigging, to everybody, when you aren't gigging, writing music, presenting or working, what's your favourite way to unwind?
Staying home on my own, quiet, having a glass of wine and maybe having some friends over, but that's the best.
I really started that with staying home on my own.
It's like a solo one-night stand.
I feel so sorry for you. Sean, what's your favourite way What's your favourite way to unwind?
Meeting friends. I mean, when you're so busy, like, you don't see a lot of your friends, so
meeting friends.
Definitely meeting up with friends.
I'd say being home, like with board games or the film, just chilling with the
board games. How Victorian.
Good fun.
A bit of Scrabble going on there. What did you want to be when you were young?
A synchronized swimmer.
That's weird.
That's a career fail.
It didn't even exist in Malta at the time.
Wow, Sean.
I always wanted to do music when I was young. My mother's a musician, so
oh, fantastic.
I was always watch her play and say, I'm going to do that one day.
Brilliant. Owen?
Pilot.
Hey. Cool.
Yep.
Favorite destination that you've been to?
Thailand.
Nice.
Thailand.
Anywhere particular?
For me, the best part of Thailand and the best island is Koh Lipe. For me, it's paradise.
Beautiful.
That's what I always tell everyone. I think paradise would look something like Koh Lipe.
How fantastic.
Nice.
Best place you've been to?
Brazil.
Good grief.
Wow, and I'd say Kenya.
That's an exotic batch in.
Forest, wow.
Good grief.
Nice.
Your career dream, what would be yours?
To be a full-time musician.
Oh, fantastic. With the Vickies. And for you?
Full-time musician. I also do marketing, but I'd love to do both of them together somehow.
Brilliant, brilliant. And for you, Owen?
I'm gonna sound cheesy, but
doing
I
it.
think I'm living the dream at the moment. So I don't ask for anything
That's
better.
lovely.
This is just perfect.
Lovely.
Very cool.
Favourite band or artist? We're going to come to you again, Owen.
Favorite band is The Killers.
Excellent.
Although I like also Snow Patrol.
No, Sean, let's have a
New
drink.
Victorians.
Let's have
And New Victorians.
There's a bit of a... Oh,
This is so hard to ask, though,
There's a set two going on
I
over
think
there.
we should skip.
Okay, we're going to skip that one.
Maybe it's,
Did you miss the fact that Owen said that his
Yes,
favourite
they
was
was-
the New Victorians?
Mm.
How frightfully lovely.
So
Who's
flattering.
had the biggest influence on your career?
My parents.
Okay, Sean.
well, I think my mom.
Oh, hello, Mum.
Hello.
I never thought about this.
Okay.
I don't really think I have a person who ever gave me such a big influence, because I always pick those little things, and as you go along in life, I
Of
always
course.
learn more from more people.
Of course. Okay, fair enough.
Everyone.
Yes. How lovely. Anyone that you would really love to collaborate? We'll start with the New Victorians.
We're saying Ed Sheeran.
Ooh,
Really?
good. Good up. Anyone that you'd like to collaborate or work with or
But
interview?
It's very far-fetched. Ellen
it's
DeGeneres,
always
but
out.
I mean,
Ellen DeGeneres.
yeah, but it's very, very far-fetched.
Would you be on her show or would she be on yours?
Not even
host?
being on her show, just seeing how she works or hosting together. Would
A
be
nice
just,
bit of a one-night stand going on there.
she wouldn't really like it.
No, I know. One thing from your bucket list.
One thing from my bucket list is doing South America. I want to do South America.
Wow, that is not what you
That's cool.
answered when I asked you last time.
What was it?
Because we were discussing, I've actually interviewed Owen before 3 years ago. You said skydiving. Have you managed to do that?
No, and I've changed my mind about that.
Okay,
I
fair
won't be
enough.
doing it.
You've grown up.
I've seen a lady slipping out of her sling, so...
No, we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that.
Sean, one thing from your bucket
I
list.
was going to be skydiving.
I'll show you the video and you'll change your mind.
Never again.
Bettina.
I'd say Thailand and like the East, yeah. I have to go there.
Fantastic.
Not skydiving.
That's a dream.
What would you like as your epitaph? That seems like a terrible question to follow up with. Epitaph. Epitaph. What would you like to be known for?
I don't know. Being an honest person, I think. Being an open and honest person.
Very decent.
Sean.
I have no idea how to answer this question.
Okay. In which case, we'll let you pass.
Yes, pass, please.
Owen.
I
What's
think...
this going to say on your gravestone? One night stand.
For my one night stand.
Still standing.
Or not.
No, I think for a good time. I mean, that people enjoy watching my work and being in my company, I think that's
Nice.
just fair and enough.
Last question. Who would you most like to have a pint with, dead or alive? Owen.
I would love to have a pint with Amy Winehouse.
Yes.
Wow.
I would know that it would end up in a binge, most probably, or in a real waste
Is that
of
why you've
evening.
chosen her?
She's a good one to have a pint with.
She's buying. Sean.
I love Whitney Houston. I grew up listening to her. In fact, that's why. Like, I love to sing because I used to be obsessed with her when I was young. I think she's
pint with
amazing.
Whitney.
Don't you think she was so much more talented before she met Bobby Brown?
Yes.
It all
I love her
It went a
early
bit
stuff.
downhill, didn't it?
I actually grew up with that.
You wouldn't be sober after that as well.
No, she's a good one to have a binge with.
Exactly.
All these binges.
And for you,
I
Bettina?
will stick to my answer. I'll have a, we said probably a wine, but with Jesus.
There you go.
Yeah, that's very cool.
There you go. Good
There we
answer for
go.
that one. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the quickfire round.
Hey! Great stuff, you guys
Good
did.
answers, really good answers.
Really good answers, and it's so strange. We often hear Jesus as who to have a drink with, which I also think would be good. Amy Winehouse, I'm a huge fan of Amy Winehouse, and I've got friends from London who knew her when she was 14 and 15.
Nice.
Apparently she was always musical, always singing when she was out in the street. God bless her, it's a lost talent.
True, big time.
Are you ready to have your music skills tested?
No.
In a competition against each other.
I like the answer.
Are we doing boys versus girls?
We are.
So you're gonna. So we would have got 2 girls, 2 boys. That's
Thank
perfect.
you.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate.
So I have 9 songs. As soon as you know the artist and the song title, you need to shout it out. Not yet, Owen.
Okay.
Some of them are just popular songs. Some of them are related in some warped way to you guys and your careers and your lives.
All
Some
right.
warped way. So, are you ready? Song title and artist is all I need, and I'm going to be scoring you.
Okay.
Where's my pen? So it's boys versus girls, yeah?
Okay.
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 Let's do this.
Are you ready?
No.
Track 1 for you is a classic. Slow intro. It's coming.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, begins with L. Begins with L.
Anyone? No.
Yes.
I don't think it's that one.
It's dancing. It's about dancing.
Anybody?
No, he's not allowed. He has curly hair.
He does. He used to have an afro.
Yes.
Now it's tight.
Lionel Richie? No.
Yes. With
All Night Long.
yes.
Hey, one each.
Wow. It's actually half point each.
Half point.
I don't give away points that easily.
But she got the answer right because I said the singer. Why wouldn't have
You
mentioned
got
the
half a
singer?
point for the boys, half point for the girls. Congratulations.
Okay.
Lionel Richie, All
I'm a
Night
sore
Long,
loser.
related to One Night Stand, All Night Long. I don't know. Exactly. Something I was doing there. Okay, track number 2, more recent. This year, this came out. Big song this summer. You should know it.
Come on.
Trudy, we
Come
play
on.
it on our radio
this
show.
Year? Oh no.
Are you ready?
I never get these ones.
No, you should get this one. Here we are.
Come on then. Oh,
Waves.
Waves.
by
Half a point.
Robin Schulz.
No, it's the Robin Schulz remix. You're right, but the artist.
Dr.
Come on.
No idea what the artist is. The singer.
Half a
Tom
point to the
Jones.
boys. Not Tom Jones.
Whitney Houston.
Mr.
J.
My face above the water.
It's Mr. S. Mr. G. B. A.
Give up.
P.
I give up.
Mr. Probs.
Oh,
And Wave.
wait.
Oh, we knew it, didn't we? That's one whole point
Yeah,
to
we
the
did.
boys and one half point to the girls. Okay. Don't lose control, guys.
Weak.
Okay, are you ready for track number 3? This is. I didn't know this track. I've never heard this track, but I do know the artist, and you will as well. Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
You've got to answer.
Okay, sorry.
Because we're so much into it.
Like the way we're all leaning forward to the table.
He played MTV Malta twice, I think.
Oh, help me. Come on. Enrique.
Yes, yeah.
Title. Give us a cheesy title.
This one's for you, Enrique Iglesias.
It's Enrique Iglesias, they've already got that. Song title is
I'm not his friend and I'm honored to say
Enrique
so.
Iglesias with One Night Stand.
He's got a song called One Night Stand.
Yes, he has.
I think he got it after he came to Malta.
Poor show from you. I'm sorry.
It's 1-1 to the boys and
No.
girls.
I'm sorry. That's a minus point for not
It's
getting
true.
that.
It's true. I should have known that.
Judge's decision is final. It's 1-1. Okay, next. Are you ready? This one should be easy, guys. This one should be really easy. 1-1 currently. This is track number 4. And it'd be interesting to see who gets this first. Are you ready?
Yes, ready.
Okay, here we go. Recent track came out this year.
Hey,
Dust
that's by the Victorians.
By the Victorians. Hey.
That's his famous riff. Alas, he got it wrong.
That's so cute.
The girls. Sorry, no, wait a minute. Boys and girls. You
Yeah, I
said
said
Dust
the
Bowl, you said
name.
New Victorians.
I said both.
Well, I said both.
I'm going to
so-
give you half a point each because I think Sean just got you on the title there. So half a point
And
each.
you high-fived him. And he stole a point.
2.5 points to the girls. 1.5 point to the boys. Come on, boys.
I thought we were head to head. No, we're not.
No, you're not anymore. The boys now have 1.5 points and the girls have 2.5 points.
All right,
Okay,
come
so you're
on,
winning.
Andy.
Good one. So track number 5.
Come on.
Track number 5. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, 90s.
Oh, goody.
Indie.
Oh, no.
90s indie track.
It's not really my era.
Huge track. I mean, you will know.
Go
it.
on.
Okay. Ready?
It's, okay, if it's an indie track, it's
Brothers.
going to be, it's Slip Inside the Eye of It's those blokes from up north.
Anybody? Song title and artist.
No, not Blur, it's the other ones, Oasis.
Oasis.
And Wonderwall.
No.
No, it's not, is it? Yeah.
No one?
I've heard it before, but I don't know the title.
Oasis, Don't Look Back in Anger.
Oh. That's what I told you.
That's what I thought you were trying to telecommunicate with me, weren't you? Half a point to the girls. The girls have got 3 points.
Yeah, there we go.
The girls got 3 points. The boys have 1.5 points. Come on, boys.
Are we allowed to play raspberries?
Track number 6.
Wait till the end.
Yeah.
You want me to wait? Right, you're waiting.
No.
for
Just had wait till the end. I'm just
useless. Okay. Local music came out this year. Big hit for Malta. Are you ready? Okay. Wait for it.
Berlin
Airport
Aggressions. High five. Oh yeah.
I didn't know that either.
4 points to the girls. 1.5 points to the
I was going
boys.
to say something completely different, and I thank God for biting my tongue.
You don't get marked down, so just throw out anything you like and we'll see.
That's so
Otherwise, Trudy will have no points from the amount of times you said Tom Jones. Track number 7. Are you ready? It's an older one from the 80s.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, your era. Ready?
80s.
Ready? Just like that, yeah.
It's Roxette.
It's Roxette.
It's Roxette and Christian. I won't know the.
You've got the.
You've got the look.
Thanks, Ruth.
To hear that. Thank
Well
you.
done, the girls. You got that first, Trudy. So that's 5 points.
No, but I said the title, no?
She said it first, Owen. I'm sorry.
He can have the title. I
Oh, don't start giving away points. This is the first time you've ever won.
I think I do deserve half a point for this, but anyway.
Do you really want half a point, Owen? Okay, look, 2 points to you. Still 5 points to the girls.
5
so.
still. Wow, Trudy.
So track number 8. You might have some trouble guessing this one. I personally don't know it. I had to find it as part of my research. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
I don't have my
Yes.
phone.
Okay, track number 8. Sorry? It's not too old, no, in the last 10 years.
I don't know it. It's Tom Jones. No, it's
To be
American.
honest, I
Whitney
didn't know it
Houston.
It's called Eli Young Band with their song Dust.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know it.
Last track for you, guys. Boys versus girls. Girls on 5 points, boys on 2. It's the last
We
track.
can walk over.
Big hit this year. In fact, still a hit right now.
Goody.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Sam Smith.
Yeah.
Stay.
It's not the full song title.
Stay with me.
Sam Smith and Stay With Me, half a point
We
each.
got the half.
The grand finale total is boys 2.5 points, girls 5.5 points.
I've never won by that much before.
We made it, guys. We made it through the intros round. Owen, I was actually impressed. You said that you had no musical knowledge whatsoever, but you did all
At least
right. Got Sam Smith anyway.
I managed to get a couple right now. Just 2. 1, 2, I did.
Well done.
Thank you very
Your
much.
first time ever winning.
That's not quite true, but thank you.
Oh, is it? I've deliberately deleted it from my mind.
No, I think we had one set of guests on who absolutely didn't know any clues at all, and I got one right.
Right, I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, thanks
Anyway,
a lot.
guys, thank you for taking part in my game. I hope you enjoyed yourselves.
Game of power for Paul.
Game of power at my DJ booth. And thank you for coming on the show. We'll stick around. We still want to talk to you a bit more. Don't we, Trudy?
We do. I've got a question. I'm going to pick up on something that you said, Owen. You mentioned that some of your guests on your show are Italian, because you mentioned that your Italian wasn't actually that good. I keep wanting to ask our guests when we have them on the radio show or the TV show, Malta is quite a small environment. So I guess this applies for both you as a band and also you as a presenter and personality. Do you see yourself ever wanting to work abroad, or are you happy here in Malta? So whether it be for music or whether it be for your career as well.
Speaking for me personally, I would never move out. I should have done that when I was much younger. I should have done a year or two abroad just to have the experience. But then over here, I think we're blessed with a lovely lifestyle. We're blessed with beautiful weather. The fact that we're a small island, although sometimes it creates a lot of stress because you try to push in a day a million things because you know that in 10 minutes you can be somewhere, so I can do a million things in an hour. Like, it also gives you to be fortunate enough to do a lot of things in a day. Like sometimes in summer when I finish from the office at 4:45 or at 5, I just had to Golden Bay. I just watch sunset and I stay there. If I was abroad,
for some, isn't it?
It's so romantic.
Someone's got to work on a Saturday.
if I was abroad, I can't do that. I just have to dedicate the whole day for the particular beach.
So in your case, it's lifestyle over career.
Yes,
What about for you guys? Because you guys are right at the very beginning of your...
Yeah, I think we'd love to go. I mean,
We
not
talk
to
about
leave
it a
Malta
lot.
forever, but just to experience meeting different people and just getting that exposure.
For sure.
On that topic, is there anywhere, New Victorians this is for, that you'd really like to play? Any particular country, I mean? Or gig?
Anywhere.
Even. Anywhere.
That will have us.
My back garden's available. No, but is there anywhere that you aspire to play, or any particular festival maybe in the world? Or you're just going with it, you're riding a wave?
I mean, all of them are amazing, so it's like wherever would have us would be just really cool to play at.
That's very cool.
We're sort of coming towards the end of the show, but before we do that, I want to just kind of ask all of you, what is the next big thing that's coming up for you? What is coming up in the next 6 months? It sounds like, Owen, you are unbelievably happy doing what you're doing.
No, but I have some really, really good guests coming up, one of which is going to be in January. You'll be coming on the show, but I have someone which is foreign.
And I can't come on, can I?
No, you
unless
can't,
I dress
sorry.
as a woman.
No, sorry. She's English as well. She's very, very intriguing, and I'm more than sure that people from home will love watching her. And also in April, I'm starting a new TV show. On one, I can't say much. It's going to be a collaboration with a female presenter, which I have never worked with before. And it's going to be a completely different kind of show from all the shows which I have done.
Good for you.
It's
Well,
going to
wish
put me
you
in
all the best with that.
doing different things.
And for you guys?
Album, yeah, we're finishing
our
up the
album.
album.
Oh, wow.
Very
Final
exciting.
stages.
And when is that most likely to come out?
I don't even think we should say because the date keeps
Because it
changing.
keeps changing.
But it's almost done, so we're just going back to the studio, seeing that everything's in place, seeing what still needs to be done.
Our
so,
baby.
our little
Okay,
baby.
guys, I'm really sorry. We've got to close things up. Thank you so much for coming into
Thank
the
you for
studio.
having
It's
us.
been a
Really
pleasure.
good.
It's been great
Owen,
fun.
quickly, when can we catch One Night Stand?
Tuesday coming at 9:30 here on One. Not at 1:15, but at
9:30 Tuesdays on One.
Although Trudy will be sitting in front of her TV screen
Absolutely.
at 1:15.
I'll just be waiting.
New Victorians, where can we find out about you? Facebook,
Facebook,
iTunes?
The New Victorians, and there's everything there, all the links, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter.
Fantastic. Well, thank you once again. So that's pretty much it from us this week on the Saturday Night Project. But check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/One Project Malta. That's ONE Project Malta. Give us a like, and you may even be able to enter an awesome competition.
Make sure you look on there to see some of our previous shows and also find out who's going to be on the show next week.
Exactly. Give us a like, and we'll like you back in real life, won't we, Trudy? We'll see you next
will.
week. Goodbye. Say goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Nilqakom miegħi fuq one għal din it-teta-tet li l-lum se jkolli ma' Nathan Farrugia. Grazzi ħafna Nathan tal-lejat magħna. Inti, minn fejn inti Nathan?
Maħalbal San Ġiljan propjament.
Ġifet twilit San Ġiljan?
Twilit San Ġiljan.
U mbagħad
Bad dort, insomma, le, ħajti sieħ